The 1960 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark is one of the most astonishing surprises in the world of American coin collecting. Though at first glance it may appear like any ordinary nickel, this coin holds immense historical significance and collector value, particularly when found in pristine or era-struck condition. With a remarkable market value of up to $170,000, this coin has captured the attention of numismatists and investors around the globe. But what exactly makes the 1960 no mint mark Jefferson nickel so special? To understand this, we need to delve into its origin, design, mintage, and the qualities that elevate it to such a high pedestal in the coin market. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and was designed by Felix Schlag. The 1960 issue maintained the classic design, with Thomas Jefferson's left-facing portrait on the obverse and his Monticello home on the reverse. However, in 1960, nickels minted in Philadelphia did not carry a mint mark, which was customary at the time. While millions of these coins were produced for general circulation, only a small number have survived in extremely high grades, and even fewer possess rare minting errors. These are the coins that command sky-high prices at auction, especially when certified by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Several factors contribute to the $170,000 valuation. First, condition plays a pivotal role. Jefferson nickels from this era that exhibit full steps, FS, where the steps of Monticello on the reverse are fully struck, are incredibly rare. Coins with this designation, especially in mint state, 66 or higher, are sought after by serious collectors. Combine that with flawless surfaces, vibrant luster, and a sharp strike, and you have a coin that can skyrocket in value. The record-breaking sales of such pieces are not just flukes. They reflect genuine demand for top-tier examples of coins that are otherwise common in low grades. Another key factor is the existence of error coins. A 1960 Jefferson nickel with a double die obverse, DDO, off-center strike, or other mint error can multiply in value significantly. These unique minting anomalies are highly prized because they are unintentional and limited in number. For example, a 1960 nickel with a 10% 15% off-center strike in gem condition could fetch tens of thousands of dollars. If combined with full steps and a clean surface, the value could climb into the six-figure range. This is precisely how certain specimens have reached the $170,000 mark in today's competitive market. Market demand for Jefferson nickels has grown steadily due to increased awareness among collectors and investors. What was once considered a beginner's coin series is now recognized for its artistic design and challenging varieties. Collectors strive to complete full-step sets, and the 1960 no mint mark issue in top condition is one of the toughest to acquire. This competitive spirit fuels auctions, private sales, and bidding wars, driving prices to record highs. Rarity also plays a crucial role. While millions were minted, the survival rate of high-grade 1960 Jefferson nickels is low. Coins circulated heavily, accumulating wear and losing their collectible appeal. Those that survived in untouched rolls, sealed bags, or proof-like states are extremely rare. These few coins, preserved over decades in pristine condition, become the targets of elite collectors and investors alike. The number of certified MS-67 full steps 1960 nickels is exceptionally limited, and the few that surface are quickly snapped up at premium prices. Historically, the 1960s were a transitional period in U.S. coinage. Rising silver prices, economic shifts, and the anticipation of new coin designs made this decade especially dynamic. Though the Jefferson nickel was not made of silver, its place in everyday American life gives it nostalgic and historical significance. Coins like Welcome Back Channel, the 1960 nickel offer collectors a tangible connection to the past. Owning a rare piece from this period is more than a financial investment. It's a piece of living history. Grading services such as NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, and PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, add immense credibility and value to any coin. A 1960 Jefferson nickel certified as MS66FS by PCGS, for example, will often command several $1,000s more than an uncertified coin. The highest graded, rarest variants in their population reports often fetch prices up to or exceeding $170,000 at major auctions like Heritage or Stack's Bowers. These grading companies use sophisticated technology and expert reviewers to determine authenticity, quality, and rarity, all factors that serious buyers consider before making high-dollar purchases. Social media, YouTube coin channels, and online marketplaces like eBay have further contributed to the coin's visibility. Videos showcasing rare finds, coin roll hunting, and million-dollar penny stories have inspired a new generation of collectors. The 1960 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel, when featured in such content, garners massive views and attention. These viral moments have made average people check their spare change for hidden treasures, further increasing the popularity and demand for rare nickels. If you're lucky enough to find a 1960 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel in your pocket change or tucked away in an old collection, examine it closely. Check for full steps, potential minting errors, or signs of high preservation. Consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC, as authenticated and graded coins always fetch higher prices. And if you're a collector or investor, this coin is a solid addition to your portfolio, not just for its monetary value, but also for its role in American coinage history. In conclusion, the 1960 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark stands as a shining example of how seemingly ordinary coins can carry extraordinary value. With auction prices reaching $170,000, this coin proves that age, condition, rarity, and collector demand can transform a simple 5-cent piece into a national treasure. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, the 1960 Jefferson nickel is a coin worth studying, collecting, and possibly turning into a life-changing discovery. So next time you get change back, take a closer look. You might just be holding a $170,000 nickel in your hand. Next up, the 1973 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark might appear ordinary at first glance, but within the world of numismatics, it holds a unique and highly valuable status, especially in pristine condition or when found with rare minting errors. This specific coin, under certain conditions, can reach an astonishing market value of $110,000, making it one of the most exciting hidden gems in American coinage. Minted in Philadelphia, the 1973 nickel carries no mint mark, which was standard for coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint during that period. What makes this coin truly exceptional, however, is its potential to exist in extraordinarily high grades with desirable characteristics such as full steps on the reverse or unique mint errors. These factors contribute significantly to its value and collector demand. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938 and has become one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse of the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, while the reverse showcases his famous home, Monticello. While millions of these coins were produced in 1973, only a small number were struck so perfectly that the full details of Monticello's steps remain visible. This is what numismatists refer to as the full steps variety, and it is highly sought after. These full step specimens must show 5 or 6 full, uninterrupted steps at the base of Monticello, a feature that rarely survives the minting process without being flattened due to die wear or weak strikes. The scarcity of these full steps, coins in mint state grades, especially MS-66 or higher, is what drives their market value into the tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. One of the biggest factors in the coin's high valuation is condition. Most 1973 Jefferson nickels were heavily circulated, resulting in significant wear that reduces their collectible appeal. However, examples that were preserved in uncirculated rolls or original mint sets have a better chance of retaining the sharp details, luster, and clean surfaces necessary to achieve high grades from professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. A 1973 Jefferson nickel graded MS-67 full steps by PCGS is extremely rare and has sold for values exceeding $110,000 at public auctions due to the intense bidding war between collectors seeking to complete their full steps registry sets. Another key factor that contributes to the high value of the 1973 Jefferson nickel is the presence of minting errors. Off-center strikes, double die obverses, or coins struck on the wrong planche can exponentially increase a coin's worth. For instance, a 1973 Jefferson nickel struck 15% off-center in mint state condition could sell for thousands of dollars on its own, But if combined with the full steps designation and flawless surfaces, its value could easily skyrocket to the 100,000 plus mark. These error coins are incredibly rare, and often only come to light through detailed inspection or submission to a grading service. What makes this coin particularly interesting is the fact that it exists at the crossroads of accessibility and rarity. The Jefferson Nickel is a coin that many people overlook, found in pocket change, jars, or old collections passed down through generations. Yet within this seemingly common coin lies the potential for enormous value. That's the magic of numismatics, transforming everyday objects into historical treasures. The demand for top-tier examples of the 1973 no-mint mark nickel is further fueled by the popularity of registry sets, where collectors aim to assemble the best possible graded examples for each year and mint mark. These competitive sets are often displayed publicly on grading company websites, and collectors strive to outdo one another by acquiring the highest graded and rarest pieces. In this context, a top-graded 1973 Jefferson Nickel becomes not just a collector's piece but a trophy that represents the pinnacle of collecting achievement. It's important to recognize the impact of third-party grading on the value of such coins. Uncertified 1973 nickels, even in excellent condition, may only fetch a few dollars unless the buyer can confirm their quality. But when graded MS66 or MS67 full steps by PCGS or NGC, the coin becomes a certified investment with a trackable population and known auction history. This adds a layer of trust and legitimacy to high-value sales, encouraging collectors to pay premium prices for these certified treasures. The historical significance of the Jefferson Nickel series also plays a role in the appeal of the 1973 edition. The early 1970s were a transitional period in U.S. history, both politically and economically, and coins from this era often serve as time capsules that reflect the broader American experience. For collectors and historians alike, coins like the 1973 Jefferson Nickel are more than currency. They're artifacts from a fascinating chapter in American life. This adds emotional and historical value that can't be measured in dollars alone. Social media and online marketplaces have further increased the spotlight on these rare finds. YouTube videos, TikTok shorts, and numismatic blogs routinely showcase incredible coin discoveries, encouraging everyday people to check their change and search old collections for rare coins like the 1973 Jefferson Nickel. With news of these coins selling for over $110,000, interest has surged. New collectors are entering the hobby daily, eager to uncover a hidden gem in their pockets, while experienced numismatists continue to chase the elusive high-grade specimens to complete their Jefferson Nickel collections. The combination of scarcity, historical context, collector demand, and the ever-present possibility of uncovering a high-grade or error coin in the wild makes the 1973 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel a compelling subject for both education and investment. It's a reminder that some of the most valuable pieces of American history are still out there, waiting to be discovered, graded, and appreciated. If you come across a 1973 Jefferson Nickel, examine it carefully. Look for crisp, undamaged steps on Monticello. Inspect for any strike irregularities, and if it appears untouched or unusually sharp, consider having it graded by PCGS or NGC. You may be holding a six-figure coin in your hands. In conclusion, the 1973 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark proves that the world of numismatics is full of hidden value. With a market value that can soar to $110,000 for high-grade, full-steps examples or rare error varieties, this coin stands as a testament to the enduring allure of American coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual hobbyist, this nickel reminds us all that there's treasure to be found in the most unexpected places. Keep your eyes open, check your change, and you might just stumble upon a piece of American history worth far more than 5 cents. Next up, the 1975 Jefferson Nickel without a mint mark is a remarkable coin in the world of numismatics, often overlooked by the casual observer but prized by dedicated collectors for its hidden rarity and substantial market value, which can reach as high as $120,000 under the right conditions. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally omitted mint marks at the time. This nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson series that began in 1938. The series was introduced to honor the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, and designed by Felix Schlag, whose design remained largely unchanged for decades. The obverse features a left-facing bust of Jefferson, while the reverse displays his historic home, Monticello. While millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1975, the vast majority entered circulation and suffered from wear, making high-quality specimens extremely rare. What elevates the value of the 1975 Jefferson nickel to an extraordinary level is its condition, particularly coins that exhibit full steps on Monticello. These full steps refer to the sharply struck horizontal lines at the base of Jefferson's estate, a detail often lost in circulation. Coins that retain 5 or 6 uninterrupted steps are considered premium grade and significantly boost a coin's market value. A 1975 nickel graded MS66 or higher with full steps by grading authorities like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, can command prices well into the 5- or 6-figure range. In fact, only a handful of such coins are known to exist at this quality, making them exceptionally desirable for collectors and registry set enthusiasts. Beyond condition, minting errors on the 1975 Jefferson nickel also play a crucial role in its increased value. Off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, or coins struck on the wrong plancher can transform a relatively common coin into a rarity worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. These anomalies are actively sought after by collectors, and when combined with high-grade preservation, they can elevate a coin's market value to $120,000 or more. For example, a 1975 nickel with a strong off-center strike, combined with full steps and certified by PCGS would be a dream find in the coin collecting community. This growing interest is also tied to registry sets, where collectors compete to assemble the finest examples of every year and mint mark within a series. In such competitive environments, even a single point in grade or the presence of full steps can make a world of difference in value and desirability. That's why collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins like the 1975 Jefferson nickel when they meet these high standards. What makes this coin even more appealing is its accessibility. Many people may unknowingly have a 1975 nickel in their change jar, unaware that a rare, high-grade version could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Stories abound in the numismatic community of people discovering valuable nickels in pocket change or inherited collections. That's part of what makes coin collecting so exciting. It combines history, art, and the thrill of the hunt. The historical context of the 1975 Jefferson nickel adds another layer of significance. The mid-1970s were a transformative era in American history, marked by political shifts, economic changes, and cultural milestones. Owning a coin from this time is like holding a small piece of the past, a tangible connection to the legacy of the United States. This emotional and historical aspect enhances the coin's appeal beyond its metallic composition and monetary value. The Jefferson nickel series itself is steeped in heritage, and by the 1970s, the U.S. Mint had refined its production processes, though challenges like die wear and inconsistent strikes still affected many coins. That's why full steps examples are so rare and valuable. They are proof of exceptional minting precision and preservation. Coins graded by reputable third-party services such as PCGS and NGC are essential in verifying a coin's authenticity and quality. A 1975 Jefferson nickel graded MS67 with full steps and encapsulated by PCGS, for instance, would be a standout in any collection and could easily achieve auction results in the range of $120,000, depending on market conditions and collector demand. These grading services also maintain population reports, showing how many coins have been graded at each level, which adds transparency and competitiveness to the marketplace. The investment potential of rare Jefferson nickels has become increasingly recognized in recent years. As collectors and investors search for undervalued coins with room to appreciate, high-grade examples of 1970s-era nickels, especially those with unique features or limited populations, have seen rising demand. This growing awareness contributes to the coin's high market value, particularly in auction environments where scarcity and desirability fuel bidding wars. Moreover, social media and digital platforms have amplified the interest in coin collecting. Videos, reels, and blog posts frequently highlight rare finds and explain how coins like the 1975 Jefferson nickel can be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This digital exposure brings new hobbyists into the fold, many of whom begin searching their own change for overlooked treasures. As the hobby expands, so too does the competition for top-tier coins, making them even more valuable. If you believe you have a 1975 Jefferson nickel that could be valuable, examine it closely. Look for full steps under magnification, check for signs of mint errors, and consider having it professionally graded. Coins that exhibit minimal contact marks, strong luster, and clean surfaces stand the best chance of receiving high grades. If your coin is lucky enough to display full steps, or a striking error, you may be holding a small fortune in your hand. In summary, the 1975 Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark, is far more than a 5-cent coin. It's a rare piece of American numismatic history. With potential auction prices reaching $120,000, this coin is a stunning example of how rarity, condition, and collector demand can transform everyday change into a high-value investment. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your coin collecting journey, keep an eye out for this nickel. It might just be your golden discovery, hiding in plain sight.